Just made a video cut off at 8 minutes. Let's see how long this one takes. What's up, brothers? What's up, sisters? So yeah, I was talking about how I did it from my past life when I was Joseph, and I got the dream of how it happened. I remember being late. I would remember laying down in my room in the same apartment. It's crazy. And the one that was my mother at that time, she was a little chunky. She came and she told me, "We gotta go." And I think that was my brother behind her, which was he was taller than her, and he was looking at me too. And I remember getting up, and I remember looking at the apartment. It looked just like it, but it looked older. And I stopped and I started looking at it. And then I remember going into the next room, and I remember seeing like this door that's not here on the wall. And I remember seeing a ladder going up to heaven. And I was standing in front of it like, what's this? And then I woke up. That was the first dream when I started asking who I was, right? Then a couple of days after that, I remember seeing my brother from that time tying me up to a chair. And I was trying to get loose, but he was too strong for me at that time. I was like probably 8 or 9. Uh, it's crazy, bro. And then I guess he stole my things at that time, and then he was pretending to be me for a long time until I woke up now. So I think it's him that's been trying to keep me bound. But it's not just him. It's like from a lot of past lives. They done it to me in a whole bunch of past lives. Because I'm the one that always does it. I'm always one. I always wake up to who I am in every life. I had a couple of dreams this week when I went to sleep and then I saw like the universe, right? And then the universe, there was like these three women talking to each other in a language that I don't know. But I remember seeing it. I said to myself, I remember this. And then I left from there. And then one of those women came down. She was wearing red, like a red bodysuit. And she came down with a dude. I guess it was her son, I'm not sure, or her husband. And she asked me, "Do you have a wife?" I told them, "Yeah, but we're not together right now." And it jumped from there to a time where I was with my wife, sleeping in the same bed, right? And I remember her coming inside my body, right? And then I remember having a daughter right after. And then the plan was for me to have her as a daughter and then for the dude to take this body. That was the plan. Did it work? Shit, I've been asleep for 250 years. So my guess is, since he couldn't take my body, he took my wife's body. And then in this life, I had a son and a daughter. So I guess he became my son somehow. When I started this year, I remember fighting for my son and my daughter. I lasted, like, no lie, like 6 months fighting for them because the devil wanted them to. I've been through stabs, I've been through everything you can name, bro, fighting for my kids, bro. And my thing was, I think I came back for them. So my thing was, I'm not leaving my son and daughter behind. I'm taking them with me and I'm putting them in front of me. That's what fathers do, bro. They're protectors. They protect their own. I will never leave my kids behind, bro. I was the one that brought him into this world, into this mess. I gotta be the one that brings them out. I'm not gonna leave here and leave my kids. I'm not. And I will fight for that until the end, bro. I'm getting emotional. So honestly, I don't care. I don't care if it's the government. I don't care if it's the devil. I don't care if it's the demons, the unclean spirits. I don't care, bro. I'm gonna fight for my kids until the end. I'm gonna fight for them, and I'm gonna fight for the saints, bro. And I had one of the mothers, one of the eternal mothers, tell me, like, bro, you forgot why we here? I'm like, what you mean? Like, why we here? She told me, Miguel, the kids. The kids. So then I rerouted all my shit to protect the kids and the women. Ain't gonna be no more eating kids, bro. I'm sorry. Not sorry. I was watching the movie Doom, right? And it hit me. Like, wow, could it be that? In this movie Doom, they have like these worms, these giant worms that go through the sand, right? And if you walk a certain way, like if you walk normally in the sand, it's like you awake them and they know where you at, so the worms come and they eat you, right? But then they started realizing that the sand had like this magic to it, right? Every time they got to ingest that or smell it, they call it spice in the movie. They got to ingest it, excuse me, or smell it, or take one of the worms and pull the worm's blood out. And it was a blue blood, and they used to drink that blood, right? And their eyes used to turn blue, right? That elevated their superpowers, right? And then the spice got them on some high, right? And then it hit me like, oh shit, the worms eat people. And I guess when the worms go to the bathroom, It leaves that spice, which is people, people's blood, or people, whatever is spice, people. So me doing this is interrupting where the spice goes to. And if they don't get those spices where they're at, they can't be there anymore because they will fall. So it's like they need that spice to supposedly be God. It's like a cheat code for them. If you don't do it the way I did it, then you do it that way. But it's considered cheating. The way I'm doing it, I'm not using spice. I'm just using meditation and where it takes me or how high I go into it. So I guess me interrupting their spice movement, that lady and that man came down. But here's the twist: women on Earth are planets. They're planets, and every woman on this Earth has a specific planet, their own planet, and every woman on this Earth is looking for the king that they want to rule in their planet and protect them. That's why I tell you, our women, the women on this earth are very powerful, bro. You won't even imagine how powerful the women are. They're considered flowers, bro. They're delicate. But there hasn't been no men out here for a long time that would want to serve and protect them. There was whoring out women. So the women started protecting themselves. And then it hit me like, damn, bro, you've been on Earth for 30 million years. You've been through all the planets. You've been through all the lineages there is. You've been a king more than 1,000 times in different planets. So my essence, myself, who I am, not the body, the spirit, the soul, whatever it is that really is me, is really old, bro. I'm like the oldest being that has ever walked the face of this earth. That's tough. But you know what's tough? What's even more tough? Since they've been stealing, killing, and destroying, and it has gone to a lot of other planets and other universes all around. The theft is incredible, bro. I've been having this dream since I was a child, and it's this flash, big ass flash, and it just doesn't happen here. It happens everywhere at the same time. Every planet, every existence, everything. It happens all at the same time for everyone. But it's not a destruction. It's more like a cleansing. So what does that mean, right? The people that have stole, killed, and destroyed to be powerful, to be gods, right? Everything gets reset. Everything that they stole burns out of them, and it goes back to who they stole it from. It's like it resets. Everything resets back to what it's supposed to be. and it's called the twinkling of an eye. When it happens, all we get to see is this flash. That's why repentance and baptism is important. So when the flash happens, you won't feel it, but nobody believes, bro. And then the world follow this one man that says he's God, right? And he's real evil, bro. He's a real evil dude. He hates the shit out of me, bro. Like, hates me. Just because I woke up. It's like I threatened him by waking up. I don't understand this man. And I know he's not God because God is love, right? God is empathy. God is a forgiving God, right? God is perfect in every way. So, yeah, it's the devil, bro. So the people on this earth praise the devil because he lets them get away with stealing. You now if there's a God that allows people to still kill and destroy, it's because he did the same way. He did it the same way.